And as a former athlete, I was like, why did I never kind of know or learn this? Like, this was real, legit data. And I just remember thinking, gosh, how could this have benefited my athletic career? But like, thankfully, I'm learning this now because it can promote health throughout my life. But the second thing that was probably like pretty disturbing to me was just I had a front row seat at just how predatory and exploitative the supplement industry was. And so unless a consumer has a background in nutritional science, I mean, they quite literally have a 0% chance of understanding what products can benefit them, what ingredients can benefit them. And so that impacted me, but yet my blinders were on. I was like, hedge fund, hedge fund, hedge fund, let's go. And, you know, build a name for myself type of thing. And so weaving that back into my testimony, like I went to bed that night after encountering these street preachers on the subway and all these things. I mean, when I say God was throwing darts at me, I mean, it was just dart after dart after dart. And I just kind of, as a really analytical person, I could not ignore the timing of all these things happening in relation to me praying the night before. And like any good research analyst, I'm like, well, I better roll my sleeves up, 100 hours of research. Let's figure this Jesus guy out. And so kind of went through all the questions I had, like, is Jesus a real person or a mythological figure? Is the Bible, like the New Testament, even authentic, or is this just propaganda? That was probably my bias at the time. And, you know, all the questions I had. And the big one, like, did Jesus really die and come back to life? Because like, that's a pretty important one.
Yep.
And so I was a history major at UCLA. I went to law school as part of my journey. And so like finding information outside of the New Testament was really important. Like I wanted to verify it. And then I looked at like best arguments for and against other religions. And so like, again, this is a huge, long story. I'll wrap it up with this is if I was being intellectually honest, after all the research, I was like, whoa, like Jesus was a real person. The New Testament is like one of the most historically authentic documents in existence. And like, yes, Jesus died and came back to life. And like, it changes everything. So that weekend I go to church in New York City for the first time. Tim Keller's the preacher. I walk into Redeemer on the Upper East Side, and the sermon series was Jesus of the New Testament. And the sermon that day was how to give your life to Jesus. I was like, holy moly. So gave my life to Christ, changed everything. And like the final vocational link is like, I knew I was not supposed to be doing the hedge fund. I just kind of knew it. And I didn't know what God wanted me to do, but I knew God existed. I was on fire. I'm like, oh my gosh, God is real. Like he has designed me for a purpose, and it's not really my life to live. It's Christ through me. And like, this is incredible. Like, God, whatever you want me to do, I'm game. You want me to go be a teacher in Ecuador? Like, you want me, I don't care. You tell me, you give me my orders. And that's where just the dart throwing of like that day became dart throwing of friends coming up to me in this like 2-day period. You're the guy who knows, you're like the nutritional supplement expert. What should I take? What should I do? And so finally I was like, I wonder if like God is kind of telling me like I should go into this field. And so that's what got me started. But it was a very refining entrepreneurial journey, and God knew what he was doing there and stripped a bunch of things from me to rebuild me up and like really make me his. And